My name is Jessica Kolh, and I'm working on my bachelor's at WilmU for elementary education. I already have my associates. I got that through Delaware Tech, and then I transferred over to WilmU so that I could work on my bachelor's there. I'm originally from Central New York, but I moved to Delaware in 2009. When I started Del Tech, I started as a human services major because I had aspired to be an adolescent counselor. But as I progressed through the program, I realized it wasn't quite the right fit for me. I still wanted to work with the same population, but have an impact with the same population from a different angle. So I decided that going into education would be a much better fit for me. I am currently the president-elect for the Delaware State Education Association's Aspiring Educators Program. And in addition to that, I've been a member of DSEA for about 4 years now. So on a regular basis, I commingle and I work with educators all over the state. So I have a pretty good understanding of exactly what I want to do, and I can tell that going into education is the right fit for me. In addition to that, I'm also the president of the Education Club at WilmU. I recently have put together 2 different panel events. Both of them were called Ask Real Teachers About Real Teaching, where I took 8 different teachers from throughout the area and created a whole list of questions and really gave an opportunity for all of the education students at WilmU to get their questions answered and just in general to get more knowledge, more complete, honest knowledge, because we learn quite a bit in the classroom at WilmU, but there's nothing that compares to getting an opportunity to hear from the people who are already doing the jobs that we aspire to do. In the past, I've also been a preschool teacher at Children of America. I volunteered in the mentoring program at Heritage Elementary, and I've also volunteered in some of the classrooms at North Star Elementary. And currently, I'm a nanny for a family of 3 different children, and I've been with them for about 7 years now. So on a daily basis, I work with elementary age students regularly. The most important aspect of teaching that I believe is to know your students. Each student is unique. One of the things that actually one of the panelists had said during our last event was that it's really neat to get to know these interesting humans, was the term that she had used, but it's true that the group of students that you will spend an entire year with are just some of the most interesting people, and you're going to love spending every day with them. And I really feel like that would be me. I really feel like that pertains to me. Another thing that's important in the aspect of teaching, besides just knowing your students, is if you know your students, then you also know how to tailor your instruction to fit their interests, because they learn better when they're interested. And even if it's a topic that you don't like, you need to be excited and you need to be enthusiastic about it, because if you are not, how could you ever expect your students to be? You need to make learning fun for them. Even if it's a topic that you don't like, don't show it. You need to be excited and you need to be enthusiastic about it, because that is how you're going to reach all of your students. It's also important to have differentiated instruction, to have like a really good grasp on that, so that when you're instructing your students, some of them are going to be kinesthetic learners, some of them will be visual learners. However it is that they learn, you need to be able to reach all of them, because as a teacher, your goal is to make your students successful. And if you're not working towards that, then you're in the wrong field. So the best way to do that is to, when you're knowing your students, is to be able to change all of your instruction to fit all of them. Tailoring the instruction to accommodate them, that is paramount to anything else. Furthermore, you need to identify the needs that your students have early, so that you can make the appropriate adjustments or the appropriate accommodations. Because, like I said, your goal is student success. So as a current nanny, I take care of 3 kids from the same family, and they differ in learning styles, interests, behaviors. And so from working with them, I've learned just how to assist them on their homework assignments and their projects, or even any other things in their daily life, based on each of their individual needs, and knowing how to work with them personally. And I think that I would also excel at that in a classroom setting.